Hi everyone, it's Carrie. We are at Home Goods today. We're at the Home Goods location in Winter Garden, Florida. We're going to go in and see what's new. If you're new here, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. They have up front a lot of things that they're saying kind of for college. So lots of storage containers, different things like that. So we'll take a look at, but it looks like we have a new collection starting to come into the stores. So it is the South American collection. This is the only little setup that they had in this store. So we're going to be on the lookout for this at other stores. This table is $300. It was like an iron stand, had the kind of the stone tops on there. So yeah, we'll certainly be on the lookout for a little more with this collection. And let me know in the comments if your store already has this collection. So here we go with college must-haves. The funny thing was up in here, there were a lot of king-size bedding items. I don't know about y'all. I mean, Gen X, king-size beds weren't a thing for dorms or college at that point. It was kind of that twin XL. I do appreciate the black and white patterns up there and the Tommy Hilfiger items over here. These are your twin size. So these are probably a little more what you're gonna actually need, your twin XL. We've got some good storage containers in here. That one's $20. Towels, of course. This little blue nightstand. This one is $130. I may have to check out lighting. There are some new items in here. This one is new. It is $80. And oh, hello, she's still here. She's $1,000 if you need a giant giraffe for your yard. The bases on these are travertine stone, so they are $100. We've got some good neutrals in here. Let's see, this one is $50 and $60. And happy weekend, everyone. We made it. We made it through the week. How was everyone's week? I hope you all had a good week. I hope your weekend's even better. I hope you get a little bit of relaxation if you need, or some projects done. What's everyone doing this weekend? I like that that lamp had the top piece on it. I thought that was pretty neat. Let me get underneath here. It is $200. That is from that Hudson Valley Lighting Company that I'm starting to see in a lot of the stores around here. So I'd be curious if you have them in yours. My husband is back in Texas right now, and he was checking out some of the stores there, and he said they don't have the Hudson Valley Lighting in the stores in Texas, not specifically in the South Lake location. These are Martha Stewart lamps, so these are newer to the store this week. These are $60. It's a nice creamy color base. These are pretty. Some good detail on here. What is the brand on this one? Corey Martin's. We've seen those in the HomeSense stores before also. $40 for that one. This is a nice kind of cocoa color ceramic base, and then it has a wood piece up top. That one is $70. This one is very modern. I appreciate this one. I like that little kind of extra light in there in the base. Let me dig around and see if I can find a $80 on that one. Sorry about that, everyone. Anyhow, by the time you all watch this video, will have already picked him up back here at the airport, but he did have to go back for a little bit of work stuff there too. And he checked out some stores for me and said there's no sign of Halloween in any of the stores there. But if you hang on to the end of this video, there is some Halloween, and there is a hilarious Home Goods Halloween at the very end of this. So we've got some of these modern black and white lamps in here. That metal shade that's on the lamp to the right, that one was on a different lamp at a different store. And that mirror back here was humongous and was $800. I'm curious about this piece back here. It had the top of it appeared to be marble but could have been quartz. That is $300. It is a very pretty blue. And then these two little end tables also coordinate with that. So these are new. These are $150. Then of course, as always, they always have a really good selection of benches. Definitely still have some patio furniture in the stores. It is starting to clearance out. This is interesting, like a little palm tree with little planter buckets. How far down does that go? Let me slide this out. Okay, so there's three tiers of planters. This is a 4 chairs, 1 table. This set is $1,000. There's a lot of clearance in the stores right now. So if you're looking for some good deals, it might be a good time to head in. This set here was $575. You get your 4 chairs and your round table. I've got this end table over here. This one is new. This one is $180. I like that the handles on the drawers were substantial in size. I've got this little side table over here. This one is $70. They do still have some fake trees around the store. They are $130, that one specifically. Just buy that blinged out skeleton there to the left, but this lamp here is very pretty. It is $150. So this is an Isaac Mizrahi skeleton, stuffed skeleton. Sequin stuffed skeleton, sorry. It is $60. This table here, this little dresser was $800. That felt expensive to me. This, however, I thought was really cute. It is $400. It's a Universal is the furniture brand for this one. And they did have a few of them scattered throughout the store. That would make, I think, a nice little end table or a nightstand. These are $130 for the smaller ones, and these say that they are made in Italy. The larger size is $150. They have 2 of these. They are blue. Also, they say that they're made in Italy. So this little nightstand here, this one is $150, and they call it a stay charge. And I'll show you on the back of it, there's a USB and a USB-C plug. I'm starting to see that a little more in side table furniture in bedrooms. I'm even seeing it in bed frames, like the headboards have built-in plugs. I don't know how I feel about having my headboard plugged in, but it's definitely a thing. I know it's convenient. Let me know in the comments, how do you all feel about a headboard that plugs in? They still have plenty of these. I've seen these at many of the stores. Although, okay, the $149, that's for delivery. They did not have the price on that one. Let me see if it's in one of the drawers. No. Sorry about that. But yeah, they definitely do deliver. We're going to take a look at some of the artwork. So the bottom one there was $40, and then the top one here is $60. Lots of coastal. That was the other thing I asked my husband if the stores in Texas had a lot of coastal, and he said nope. Definitely still more kind of neutrals and ranch type art. I like this one. It's on a linen background. Both of these pictures are $29.99. And then this large one here, which we all know I love this one. That one is $150. Some pretty items in here. We've got a good wave right there. I like this one that it's not like the hot pink tropicals. These are kind of like deeper colors. So these little nightstands, these are $150. Ooh, the drawers roll nicely on these. You know how sometimes you have to kind of tug and pull on some of the furniture in some places? That rolled real nice. So these are cute. Each of these are $70. Then we have these round wood end tables. They can be nightstands, however you want to use those. Let's see if I can find a price on those. $80. I really like those a lot. Then up top we have the larger bench. I could not see the price on that one, but again, these smaller ones here are $70 each. So these also have C plugs right there in those. You got power plugs, USB, USB-C in there, or USB-C, sorry. They're $130, but yeah, it comes with the plug and you just plug in your nightstand. We've got some more art over here that we need to check out. Let me tip that a little bit for the glare. This store has a pretty decent art selection. That one's pretty, $30 for that one. And this is a set of 2. So this one I thought was pretty neat. Let me grab the price from maybe the back. Yes, that one is $79.99. I would agree with that. You cannot deposit excuses, that is for sure. This one's $59.99. There's some really pretty florals. We've still got the William Morris in here. I love those. It's a nice simple eucalyptus. Iris back here. These are really pretty. There's some good hot pink in there. There's another really pretty floral. This one's $39. Let's see what's behind this one. Ooh, that's cool. That one is $129.99. That one's very cool though. That one is $30. I like the pinstriping in the background on that one. And this is one of those, the woven artistry, so it has the thread in it for the art. That was a 2-pack. This one is $40. So these are pretty. This one coordinates with the one on the right. I'll move them over so you can see them both kind of side by side. Those are really pretty though. And then we have this cat. It is $25. This one is $25. And again, this is at woman-owned company. So you're going to see their products at obviously Home Goods, Home Sense, the At Home store. Those are the 3 stores that I see that line of products in. And then this really large Van Gogh one is only $80. I have seen this chair now at a few of the stores here in Florida. I have so many home goods stores that I can get to that I could probably reasonably put up 4 or 5 days a week of home good videos. So it's kind of fun to see floral pattern drapes. I always feel like oftentimes the store ends up with just kind of bland neutral, so to see some fun florals in there. And we're starting to see a little more of kind of the warmer tone fall type pillows on some of the end caps over here. I'm pretty sure in the next week or two, I'm not going to be able to necessarily avoid full fall. I think it's just going to kind of be where we are. This is a pretty pattern. We will still try to kind of hang on and find as much kind of spring and summer as we can. They're definitely clearancing things out. This burgundy is beautiful. And speaking of clearance, here we go. So all of those spring and summer florals are starting to go on clearance. My husband said the same thing at the stores in Texas when he was there this week. Lots of clearance items, lots of kind of getting this inventory out to make way for fall. So I just kind of want to show you a couple areas here where they've got the clearance. We've got a dog with a big gold balloon or bubble there. And all of these ceramics, these are all on clearance in here. There is a lot of clearance. The great big trays on the bottom. Some little blue boxes down there also. And then here we go. So we've got some ghosts. So this is a little ghost pillow and then had a pink pillow in the back. All right, I feel like this is still summer, right? Because it has a lemon with it, skeleton with a lemon, right? We're kind of pushing the limits there. I don't know if you all saw $25. Have you been to Bath and Body Works? Did you know that right now they have Christmas candles? They're 50% off. So if you want the balsam candle, there were like 4 other fragrances in there. How about this? A ghost with a treat bag that says, I'd rather be at Home Goods. This is fantastic. $25. I think we all need that. They've got some other pretty funny pillows in here. We'll just kind of peek through here a little bit, but that absolutely I was literally laughing in the store and I almost bought it. So they do have some kind of creepy Halloween stuff. That was $150. So this is interesting. It's a little carousel. Oops, it is broken though, I can see. And we've got some cute, these are metal. So little metal buckets, and they've got them in a few different sizes. The smaller one inside was $15. I did have to kind of fish around a little bit for the price tag on there. This is a lantern. There's a little candle inside of this one. It's $15 for that stuffed pillow. See, they've got a couple different sizes. I think those are really fun. Yeah, that one was $15 for the one inside. But we've got some other lanterns. We've got Bluey down there in the bottom. We have these humongous stuffed ghosts. So I had to like pick it up and kind of look inside because it's a whole pillow inside. So just stuffed right there. That one is $50. Then you got the candy corn one also. They only had just one kind of aisle over here with Halloween, but I was starting to see a little bit of it kind of sprinkled around the store. So like I said, it's going to be probably about a week and we're just going to be full into fall. These are adorable, Mickey Mouse and Stitch. $20. And we got Snoopy. Oh my goodness. Absolute Halloween classic. And hang tight because I've got area rugs at the end of this video. These are adorable. It's $13 for this one. I love these little mummies. That's kind of more my, I like Halloween like that. But a little fancy, a little blingy. And then we've got some fall blankets here on the end. And as you'll see, they had plenty of area rugs. There was so much of the spring and summer that they were kind of bringing out onto the floors to move it out. But we've got some kind of nice cozy colors in here. These are anywhere from $15 to $20 in there. They have the Martha Stewart, so $25. These are the light up hats that you can put on your porch or in your house. This is 40, hang on a second. Okay, this says $40. And that's all hooked. It's all part of it. Hold on, any more price tags? But this says 50. I'm not sure what's going on there. We've got some little pumpkin. This is Jack Skellington. Super cute. And then we've got some of the metal ones right there. But yeah, let's wrap up today with non-Halloween. Let's go through some rugs. I'm going to kind of mostly just let the music play, and then I'll just kind of chime in a little bit in here as we wrap up today. This particular store did have a very good selection of rugs. This one is a 9x12. That one is $500. Had some nice blues and greens in it. This is a rifle paper. Feels a little bit like a drop cloth. I'm not sure what material that is, but it has that kind of texture to it. It is on clearance. It's got some soft greens and blues in there. This one is a 9x12. That's that rifle paper pattern one again. They had a few of these. These were $250, and they were about an 8x10. You know, where they're like 7 foot 10 inches by whatever. In essence, it's an 8x10. That was a nice thick rug. Some of these in here are wool. So I'm going to slide these back. So here's some more clearance ones. This one had seashells on it. So it's very, very coastal. This rug, however, I thought was incredible. Beautiful, beautiful color of red. I just realized it's very red, white, and blue actually with the 4th of July coming up. So there you go, perfect area rug. But seriously, I thought it was a gorgeous rug. This one's $350. So Ralph Lauren's in here. This one is a rifle paper again, but this one is a hand hooked one. $350. That one's about a 7x9, the size was. This one's about an 8x10. That one's $350. Also super fun. It's kind of like olive with some berry like red in there. I've seen this one at a few of the stores. This one I have not seen before. $500. It says woven art silk. I'm going to need to look that up because I don't know what that means. Sorry, it's a lot to pull these back one-handed. We just saw that one a minute ago. They had a few of them. This one's an 8x10. Some nice olive greens in there. This one here had some nice kind of rust colors in it. Speaking of rust, this one here definitely had far more rust color. And $500 here. This is kind of that more like jute type material. And with that, everyone, we are going to wrap it up and we're going to head out. We will definitely be back at Home Goods. I'm literally going again this weekend. So we're still trying to furnish our house here and we're having fun doing it and taking our time. So thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Have a great day. Take care. Bye.